Good morning friends, myself Bhavik Panchal. Today we are going to discuss on the subject managerial economics. Topic is market structure. What kind of market structure would be there? These are the market structure. Identifies how market is made term of at the number of firms in the industry, the nature of the product produced, the degree of monopoly power which firms has, right? The degree to which the firm can influence price, profit levels, firms behaviors, right? Pricing strategies, non-pricing completions, output levels, right? The extent of barriers to entry, the impact of efficiency. These are the various points, right? Now there are different kind of market structure. See, first the first one is perfect competition and the last is pure monopoly. Right? These are the broad bases, right? More competitiveness and pure competitiveness. See, less competitiveness. First one is monopolistic competition. It is a first part. Second is oligopoly. Third is duopoly. And last one is monopoly. Right? These are the different type of market structure. So that is a perfect competition. The further right on the scale, the greater the degree of monopoly power. Means if you come to this part, the monopoly will increase. And the greater the degree of monopoly power exercised by the firm. Now importance. Degree of competition affects the consumer. Will it be benefit to consumer or not? Means if there is a competition in the market, customer will be benefited or not. Impacts on the performance and behavior of the companies involved, right? Models, a word warning, right? This is the market structure. Characteristic of each model we will discuss in upcoming slides, right? Market structure. There are different kind of market structure. Characteristics. Look at this everyday products. What type of market structure are the produce this kind of products? This is the example of SLR camera. Remember to think about the nature of the product, entry and exit, behavior of the firm, number. These are the characteristic. On the basis of this characteristic, we can say that this what kind of market structure would be there. Means if you can see that this is the SLR camera, so no one will purchase SLR camera on the everyday basis, right? So that will be pure monopoly, or we can say oligopoly, or we can say duopoly would be there. What are the market structure of the different kind of product, right? See, banana we are going to purchase on the daily basis, means 3 or 4 times in a week, right? And there are lots of producer of the banana, so we can say that is a pure competition in the market of banana. This is a Mercedes car, right? So nobody will purchase Mercedes on the daily basis, right? So we can say that is some of the car company are going to produce a Mercedes car. So that is a duopoly market. Vodka, right? It is related to wine, right? So there are very few producer of the wine, right? So again it is called oligopoly or duopoly market. Electric guitar, right? Now comes, there are different kind of market structure. First one is perfect competition. In that there are lots of producer and the supplier in there, right? See, large number of firms, products are identical, means we can easily identify the project. Freedom of entry and exit, anybody can enter and exit in the market. Firms are price takers, mean whatever price going to in the market, firms have to follow that. For example, if I am producing any biscuits, right? So whatever the price of one packet of biscuits by the Parle-G, right, and any other biscuits company, I have to follow that particular price. Each producer supplies a very small proportion, right, of a total industry output. Means all the producers will supply very small part of the total output. Consumers and producers have perfect knowledge about the market, right? Now monopolistic or imperfect competition, right? Where the conditions of a perfect competition do not hold, imperfect competition will exist. Means where the situation where there is not a perfect competition, that particular situation will call monopolistic or imperfect competition. Varying degree of imperfection given rise to varying market structures, right? Monopolistic competitions is one of these. not to be confused with the monopoly, right? So this is the important thing, means mostly people will doing that the monopoly and monopolistic competition will same, right? But there is a huge difference between these two terms. Now these are the characteristics of monopolistic or imperfect competition. Large number of firms in the industry may have some of the element control over the price due to the fact that they are able to differentiate, right? Means same product but differentiate product would be there. Entry and exit from the industry is relatively too easy than the monopoly. Few barriers to entry and exit would be there. Consumers and producer knowledge imperfect, means both have a very imperfect knowledge of the product, right? Some of the important points about this competition may reflect a wide range of market, not just one point on a scale. Reflects may degree of imperfectly, right? What are the example of this monopolistic competition, right? Restaurants, plumbers, private schools, plant hire firms, right? Insurance brokers, health clubs, hairdressers, real estate agents. These are the example of the monopolistic competition, right? In case there are many firms in the industries, each can try to differentiate its products in some way, right? Entry and exit in the industry is relatively too higher, right? So these are the monopolistic competition. Now comes on the oligopoly part, right? What is the oligopoly? Competition between the few firms, right? There are very few firms, they are competing with each other. Maybe a large number of firms in the industry, but in the industry dominated by a small number of very large producers. There are a small number of firms, right? Concentration ratio, the proportion of the total market sales held by the top 3 or 4 or 5 companies. For example, if we can take example of Mercedes, or we can say luxurious brand, so there are only 4-5 players would be there, so they are competing with each other. For example, Mercedes, Audi, right, BMW, right, Land Rover, Jaguar. So these are the top 4 or 5 brands, they are competing with each other. So we can consider that their firms have a oligopoly market structure. 4 firm concentrate ratio of 75%, means 4 or 5 firm they are covering the total market of 75%, right, and 25% remaining will covered by the small another firms, right? Example, these are the example, music sales, right? These are the different kind of music companies, they are selling music. See, this is the example of music, means only 1 or 2%, or we can say 4 or 5% are covering whole the market, means 75% market. These are the features of oligopoly, right? Price may be relatively stable across the industry. Behavior of the firms affected by what they believe in their rivals might do. Interdependence of the firm, goods could be identical or highly differentiated, right? Branding and brand loyalty may be the potent source of a competitive advantage. Non-price competition may be the prevalent, right? Game theory can be used to explain some behavior. High barriers to entry, means no one can easily enter in the market, that is a high barrier of that. Market structure where the industry is dominated 2 large producers, right, that is a duopoly. Here duo means 2, right? So when there is a market of only 2 producers and they are covering 75 to 80% of the market, so that is called duopoly. Price leadership by the larger of 2 firms may exit, the smaller firms follows the price lead to the larger firm, means whatever price decided by the larger firm, the small firm will follow that particular price. High interdependent, high barriers to entry, very high barriers to entry means no one can easily enter in the market, right? So that is a high barrier of entry. In reality, local duopoly may exist, right? Now comes to the pure monopoly, right? Monopoly means there is only one player who covers 75 to 80 to 85% of the market, right? So that is called monopoly, where only one producer exists in the industry, as we discussed earlier. In reality, rarely exists. Usually some form of substitution available, means in a real life the monopoly hardly available, means there is a one form of substitution will always be there. For example, railway has a monopoly in own transport facility, but somehow we have a substitute. For example, government transport, our own transport by sea, by air, right? So we can not say that the railway has a particular monopoly, right? So that is some substitute will always be there. Firms may be investigated, for example, for monopoly power when the market share exceeds the 25%. Use term monopoly power with care. Means nowadays no one has a monopoly power, right? All have a very tough competitor in the market, and there is a very cutthroat competition in the market, right? What is monopoly power? Refers to the cases where firms influence the market in the some way through their behavior. Means if I am a owner of BMW car, so I set the price of BMW car at a very high price, so the market of particular car segment will be disturbed. So that is called monopoly power. Refer to with my behavior I can change the market, or we can say market price, determined by the degree of concentration of the industry. These are the factors influencing price, influencing output, electric barriers to entry. Means it is not easily, and we cannot easily enter into particular market. Price strategy to prevent stifle competition, may not pursue profit maximization, encourage unwanted entrant to the market. Sometimes seen a cause of market failure. Sometimes it is a cause of market failure. Means if I am setting my price too high, so that can be a possible of market failure. Origin of monopoly through growth of the firm, through uniting, merger or takeover acquisition, through acquiring patent or license. These are the origin of monopoly. Summary of characteristic of the monopoly from price. Price means could be determined too high, may be set a destroy competition. Destroy means what? A price set for the destroy to competitor, or we can say rival, right? Price discrimination possible. Efficiency could be inefficient due to lack of competition, right? X inefficiency, or could be higher due to the availability of high profit, right? Innovation could be high because of the promise of the high profit, possibly encourage high investment in the research and development, that is R&D. High level of branding, advertise and non-price competition. Because of advertising, it can be possible that the structure of a particular segment, we can say that monopoly situation. Problem. What are the problem with this model? Often difficult to distinguish between a monopoly and oligopoly. Means a very few difference between the oligopoly and monopoly. Both exhibit behavior that reflects monopoly power. Monopoly and oligopoly do not necessarily aim for the traditional assumption of profit maximization. Degree of constitutability of the market may be influence the behavior of particular market. Monopoly not always bad, right? Sometimes it good also. Maybe desired in some cases, but maybe need strong regulation. Monopolies do not have to be big, could exist locally also, right? So there are local producers who come together and have a monopoly power on particular market, right? These are reminders. What are the market structures? Final reminder. Model can be used as a comparison. They are not necessarily mean reality. When looking at the real world example, focus on the behavior of the firm in the relation to what the model predicts would be happen, right? That gives the basis for analysis and evaluation of the real world situation. Regulations or threat of regulation may be well affected the firm behave, right? Remember that these models are based on the certain assumption, right? Whatever we discussed earlier in the slides. In the real world, some of these assumptions may not be valid, right? This allows draw comparison and the contrast, right? The way that governments deal with the firms, right, may be based on a general assumption, right? More competition is better than a layer. Means if there is a more competition in the market, right, the customer, ultimately the person that is a customer will ultimately get benefit, and it is a very healthy for the economy as well, right? Thank you.